moving forward, the last couple things I want to talk about, and realistically, the last entire thing has to do with Marvel, but the first couple things I want to talk about are some rumors that I've read over the past week. And the one that is 100% confirmed is the fact that Sam Raimi, the director of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, is going to be directing the upcoming Doctor Strange sequel, Multiverse of Madness. Now, personally, I think this is a really, 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 really good
Oh,
thing.
I love it. I love it.
First of all, if you look at this man's resume, minus Spider-Man 3, right off the bat, you have Spider-Man 2, which I think, and I know for a fact that Matt thinks, because I've talked to him about this a million times, is one of the best superhero movies ever made.
Easily. Yeah.
But much more important than that, this man has written, directed, and produced a ton of horror movies, including Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Darkman, the new Poltergeist movie, Drag Me to Hell, and The Gift. And from everything I've been reading, whether or not it be rumors or true, this movie, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, is supposed to be the best of both worlds. It's supposed to be the first Marvel movie that's a superhero movie and a horror movie at the same time. New Mutants doesn't count. Because that's a different company. It's Disney, MCU, New Mutants is obviously Fox. So, the villain of the movie, and I don't know if this is a rumor,
Nightmare.
but I also think it's almost been confirmed, if not definitely been confirmed. Villain's gonna be Nightmare, who is essentially the scariest, probably one of the scariest comic book characters Marvel has. And he's more or less Marvel's version of Freddy Krueger and Satan mixed in one. Scarlet Witch, who is obviously played by Elizabeth Olsen, is supposed to have a huge role in this film. And also today, not that I like to say the days on the show because God forbid it dates it, but today being Thursday, the 16th, Boss Logic released a concept poster on Twitter, and it looks just nuts. It looks terrifying. It looks like a horror movie. It has Doctor Strange being followed by zombie Iron Man and zombie Vision in a dark woods, and Doctor Strange is possessed by Brother Voodoo, and it just looks awesome. I'm stoked for this movie. But what do you guys think? Sam Raimi is Spider-Man. I know, Sean, you said you're excited. I have to assume you guys are all excited about this.
I am. I love the Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. I don't like horror movies. I hate horror movies, but the Evil Dead.
I know you love those.
I love Army of Darkness. Holy shit!
I
also just love Bruce Campbell too.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Matt, what are your thoughts?
When they announced this, I don't think I could tell you the last time.
Original, like when it was like first leaked, it was a couple months ago.
Yeah, but it wasn't official until like this week.
Yeah. So anyway,
sorry about that.
You're good, F.
When discussion first came up about Sam Raimi taking over for directing Doctor Strange 2, I was so stoked. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite MCU characters, and then Sam Raimi, easily one of my favorite directors, and I think the combination of the two, and with that and the title being Multiverse of Madness, I think there's a lot that you can speculate, and I don't want to go into that too much, but
we'll do a whole show about that.
Oh, yeah. For sure. There is so much potential there. And the one thing I said way back, I was in high school at the time when they announced the Doctor Strange movie and they announced that Doctor Strange is going to be part of the MCU, is I cannot wait to see him take on some form of role with Scarlet Witch. And now that we're finally seeing that happen and see these two together, and this is apparently going to have a direct link from WandaVision.
Yeah.
I think there's so much cool stuff that's going to come out of this. We're going to see a whole other side of the MCU. It's going to create so much to build off of. I can't wait. This is the best news coming out of post-Endgame MCU, in my opinion.
Easily. I would be, and I definitely
Spider-Man coming back into the MCU.
Every Marvel movie. I've said this about a couple. I definitely said this about Infinity War, and I said this about Endgame, but I don't say this about everything. I would be very, 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 very shocked, surprised if this isn't good.
Yeah, This is set up for perfection.
Yes, and this is gonna absolutely hit it out of the park. Yeah. I'm very stoked for this. So another rumor I saw has to actually do with Ant-Man 3. First of all, there's rumors being directed by one of the writers of Rick and Morty.
I don't think it's being directed. I think he's a contributing writer. He's
Writer. I know it
Good
has
enough.
Rick and Morty cast, but the important rumor that goes through this is that Ant-Man 3 actually sounds like it's going to be the introduction of the Fantastic Four.
I don't know.
I believe it.
I haven't seen any rumors about that, but I mean, I could see it happening.
Oh, I definitely saw these rumors. I saw a lot of these rumors. The way that I very easily see this happening is because Ant-Man has to do with the quantum realm. He happens to try to go to the quantum realm and accidentally goes to the negative zone.
I've been saying that
Stuck
for
in the
years.
negative zone.
I've been saying that for years.
Practice in the negative zone.
Oh, look, it's the Fantastic Four.
There you go.
God, I hope.
Yeah.
Can I transition to the next part since it's
Yeah.
transitioning?
First of all, before we do,
Well, you already sort of did with the gym.
which I already did tease. I could very easily see this happening.
Oh, 100%.
Just because of how similar the quantum realm and the negative zone are, and how I don't want to say how easily one can make that mistake trying to go to one and accidentally go to the other.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yes.
I mean, Hank and Scott have both worked with they've both worked on things relating to the negative zone in like the comics and the cartoons.
Exactly.
So it's very easily possible that can happen.
All right, Greenblatt, let's go there.
John Krasinski he's been meeting with Disney about becoming. We all know that he's going to be Reed Richards. I mean, that's what people have been wanting.
We
We
don't
don't, but it's very highly likely.
This would be a dream come true.
It would.
This honestly would be a dream. I don't think I've ever seen a fan casting that had so much momentum behind it.
I was going to say the same thing.
That have so many people on board as John Krasinski as Reed Richards. That Marvel your pressure into this.
And Disney said they were interested with it too. Like
Disney, okay, but originally when this rumor came out, it was because Disney forever ago, back in 2009, when preparing for Iron Man 2, approached Emily Blunt to be Black Widow. And Emily Blunt said, this isn't a good role for me, and it obviously went Scarlett Johansson and went very, very well.
Don't forget John Krasinski auditioned for Captain America, too.
That, too. Also, but at the same time, the rumor is now, a couple years ago, that Disney and Marvel approached Emily Blunt again for another role, and that was all but confirmed to be Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. And that's when everybody picked up, well, if Emily Blunt's going to play Sue Storm, her husband, John Krasinski, would make a dope Reed Richards. And that just snowballed from there.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's behind it.
Casting. It's such a perfect casting for both of them.
It really is.
Can I say something controversial?
That was the first one who told me about this, and I didn't believe it at first. And then I started to think about it, and I'm like, oh, my God, this would be amazing.
I do not want Emily Blunt to play Sue Storm. I don't like him. Really? I don't like her. I don't like her as an actress. I have never seen her in a movie where I was genuinely interested. I don't think this is the role for her.
I thought you loved The Quiet Place.
It was an okay movie.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it for her. I liked it because John Krasinski was in it. And quite frankly, if John Krasinski wasn't directing the second one, I wouldn't want to see it either because he's not even in it. Spoiler alert. But
no, he's in it for like all 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, for like a flashback scene.
Then he gets killed.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's other people I would like, or other actresses I would like for Sue Storm.
Oh.
John Krasinski, on the other hand, though, is perfect.
Hey, Ryan, that Disney role you may have been thinking of with Emily Blunt may have been Mary Poppins. Because she's also
Mary Poppins.
Because she's Mary Poppins. That may have been the Disney role. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Mary Poppins.
Oh, it sounded good.
It did, but Disney did approach her for Mary Poppins.
Thought about that too for a minute.
All right, noted.
Noted.
I still gotta watch.
I'm gonna keep that in. I stand corrected.
Either way, I think that the Fantastic Four is easily the next big move as far as
Oh,
a
yeah.
team to bring in.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
without
think
question.
I
And
think
that actually leads us into the last segment for tonight. And that is looking at the Marvel's next phase. Who do we see being the big names? I think it's without any shadow of a doubt that Fantastic Four is going to be tier 1. With Reed Richards being the new Iron Man, theoretically.
okay. I can
Well,
see
Iron Man type role. You mean like face
Yes.
of the franchise? Okay.
I don't know if I see Reed Richards being the next like Iron Man type role, but I do see Doctor Doom being the next big bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Stole that from me.
Sorry.
And that's really where I was going with this. If Doctor Doom, I don't know that he'll be the next big Thanos bad. I think
That's
he'll
gonna be Galactus. That's gonna be Galactus for the next big bag.
or Annihilus.
Or yeah,
If they
Either
do
would
the
work.
negative zone, it could be Annihilus.
yeah. I mean, I feel like if they do bring in the Fantastic Four through the negative zone, I think they're gonna have to tease like a Nihilus in some way.
Oh, they definitely have to tease Annihilus. It could be Annihilus. It could be Kang. It could be a lot of people. I think the easiest to assume is going to be Galactus
Yeah.
because the Fantastic Four is coming in and
No
Galactus
more
is
cloud
the
monster.
villain and
Please
Venom.
do not make him a cloud in space.
Yeah, no more giant space clouds. please.
But I feel like the Fantastic Four would be so much easier to bring in than the mutants. I think it would be a much easier way of bringing them in than through. I mean, with like also
would be brought in by the multiverse.
I think so. I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking like multiverse of bandit. Like
It has to be the
like,
multiverse because, and I think
Yeah.
I think we've discussed this on a show before.
I think we
That
have.
there's absolutely no way they can comprehensively just say, "Oh yeah, there was this school in New York where where mutants were chilling the whole time while the city was being attacked." And Cyclops and Professor X and Jean Grey and Storm were all on standby with the Chitauri invasion. That just doesn't work.
I'm
No.
seeing theories that Scarlet Witch, one way or another, has a huge role with the creation of mutants.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna see like a House of M type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the antithesis of a House of M.
Yeah, where she takes them all away and then she brings them all back.
Yeah, exactly.
Or was it a Polaris that brought everybody back?
I don't think so.
No, it was
It
Jean
wasn't
Grey's-
Scarlet Witch
it was
though.
it was like Jean Grey's daughter or something like
Rachel
future
Summers.
clone. Yes, Rachel Summers through like
Rachel Summers.
I remember reading that. It was like Avengers versus X-Men.
No, and that would definitely make a lot of sense. But like I said, I think it definitely has to be through the multiverse because there's no way you can just explain, oh yeah, they were there but didn't do anything because they weren't involved. I don't know. Do you guys think they're writing Brie Larson out as Captain Marvel?
No way.
No,
I don't
God,
think so.
no.
Really?
Absolutely not.
I love
She's
Brie
great.
Larson.
I
I
do
think
too, but I'm tired of seeing rumors that everybody hates her.
I mean, I know a bunch of people who strongly dislike her as Captain Marvel.
I don't get it. You have a bunch of like comic book nerds who are just so like against a strong female character. And the thing is, they're like, oh, she's cocky. She's got an attitude. Okay, so does everyone in the MCU
Have you seen
is
what
cocky
she's
with
done?
an attitude.
I mean, come on.
The only one who doesn't is
I would be too.
okay. Black Widow does too. She just doesn't show it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the only woman with powers or not powers, the only woman with an attitude just keeps to herself.
She did show that in Iron Man 2 a bit, though.
Yes,
That's the only place we really saw it.
And the thing is, I think the reason we're seeing all these questions about Brie Larson potentially being written out is because of Brie Larson, not because of Captain Marvel.
She loves doing it. Like
I know she does, but for
she's
some reason,
frequently shares like fan art on her Twitter of like her as the character.
And that's what I'm saying. I love Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
There's no
I
way
just
they're
want to bring
writing
it
her
up
out.
because I saw this rumor that with the Miss Marvel TV series, they're going to use Captain Marvel as a going off point and just have her as a mentor and you do Captain Marvel 2 and then transition to Kamala Khan. That's why I wanted to ask. I don't agree with it. I don't like the idea. I would love to see Brie Larson
I think they're just going to add her to the growing roster.
Yeah,
they're just going to add Kamala.
Future movies I would love to see more interactions between Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, and Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Oh,
I think that was
yeah.
one of the high points of Endgame, even though it was for a few seconds.
Hey there, Peter Parker. What do you got for me?
Yeah, there you go. I want to bring this up because I saw this rumor, and I
mean, and I think Kamal is like, she's going to be a big part. I mean, look what they're doing with the new, I mean, I know it's not MCU, but look at the new Avengers game that they're making.
Yeah.
Kamal is like she's like one of the huge pieces of that game.
She's one of the title characters.
Yeah, like Disney wants Kamal, like they want her to be big, and I am all for it because she is such a fun character in the comics.
Can I ask you guys a question though?
Yeah, go for it.
As far as visually goes, do you think, agree or disagree, I guess, as far as CGI goes, is there a non-cheesy way to show between both Reed Richards and Kamala the stretchy power? Because I can't picture a way that this doesn't look cartoonish and cheesy.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I think Marvel. I think Disney will be able to do it. I mean, they've got the. I think they'll be able to handle it. I mean, there are going to be critics that think it look bad, but
I think my take is that if anybody can pull it off, it's going to be John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If anybody can pull off being a long, stretchy guy, it's going to be John Krasinski.
Yeah.
God, I wish Miles Teller could have pulled it off.
Nah. I
wanted to. No, I said I wish he could have. I wanted.
And I like Miles Teller as an actor.
I do too. I wish they could have pulled that movie up. God, it was so bad.
I never wanted him as Reed Richards. I love him as an actor.
Really weird with Michael. I mean, I love Michael B. Jordan. It was still really weird to have him as like Johnny.
Yeah.
I still thought that was really weird.
Much better Killmonger.
Kind of thought the whole cast was kind of weird.
Easily one of the greatest Marvel villains of all. Like easily one of the greatest MCU villains.
Most interesting for sure.
Yeah.
The one thing
actually, one of the few characters, the villains that they actually fleshed out as a character.
Yeah.
They don't usually do that with their villains.
To answer Matt's question about how are they going to do it, I can tell you how they're not going to do it, and that's the elongated man on the Flash. At one point, they literally had him swinging from building to building like Spider-Man, but instead of webs, he just used his arms.
Oh my God.
And it was some of the worst CGI I think I've ever seen. Now, granted, I'm a Flash fan. And I can...
Burned your eyes, didn't it?
I can appreciate the show being weird.
Campy?
Yes, and campy. I also say to Taylor, because I make Taylor watch it with me sometimes, I'll be like, yeah, this is really bad. When he's swinging building to building and Iris is just hanging on to him like this, I'm like, okay, this is bad. It's entertaining.
Is her hair flowing the wrong way?
But it's bad. What's up?
Is her hair flowing the wrong way?
Yeah. So I don't foresee them being that campy.
No, of course not.
No.
I think it's just a hard CGI to pull off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also have to imagine Marvel Studios and Disney has a lot more money for it to pull it off than the CW does.
I mean, look at
Fox.
I mean, Endgame was like the last 45 minutes were like a CGI, just nothing but CGI.
Yeah, those movies are
masterpiece.
Yeah, those movies are filmed in front of a blue screen. No one knows what's going on until they see it for themselves.
But it was well done.
Yeah, which is why I think if anyone can nail fantastic like Reed Richards and Kamal, I think
it's gonna be John Krasinski.
Well, I meant like the like the CG team. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
All right, so final
nail Reed Richards though. You'll definitely nail it.
Final question. I already led into this and kind of asked it. Aside from the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, who do you see carrying not phase 2? At this point, it's phase 4, 5, and 6 going forward. The next trilogy. I know we already discussed how, and I very much agree. I think Doctor Doom is going to be a huge part of this. I can see Doctor Doom being through phase 4, 5, and 6.
I see Doctor Doom as like the next Loki.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think Doctor Doom's going to be the next Thanos.
No.
Because
that's too hard to do.
First of all, in terms of power, in terms of power level, I think Doctor Doom has that power in the comic books.
He does.
But he definitely does in the comic books. I don't think they will translate that much power onto the big screen. And I was actually, believe it or not, having this exact conversation with Taylor because I felt like because of the MCU's portrayal of Thanos as a comic book character has become entirely overrated because non-comic book fans, people who just watch the MCU movies, have this idea that Thanos is the end-all, be-all Marvel villain.
Yeah.
And Thanos is the absolute scariest Marvel villain there is, and the best Marvel villain there is, where realistically, I think Magneto is a 6-time more intriguing character.
Yep.
Magneto, I think, is the most intriguing villain they have. And when they bring the X-Men in, Magneto will obviously be there phases 4 through 6. They will not kill him off. They cannot kill him off. I think Galactus is much more intimidating than Thanos ever was. Even with the Infinity Gauntlet, Galactus can just eat the planet. I think Annihilus has the power of Thanos, but none of the emotions of Thanos. Almost more of an Ultron. Yeah, what's up, Beth?
Does Disney own the Punisher again, or is that
Yes,
still owned by someone?
end of the year.
Okay.
End of the year they get Punisher.
I wasn't sure because I didn't remember who owned the Punisher and like what's the holdup with that.
And even Dormammu. Dormammu, I think, in theory, can be a more terrifying villain than Thanos and a more powerful villain than Thanos.
What a wasted character.
Oh, entirely.
for a gag, essentially.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I definitely agree. I think Doctor Doom is the Loki of the future. I agree that it's that the big villain is probably going to be Galactus. If not Kang or Annihilus. Who is the villain in Secret Wars? Who caused Secret War?
Well, Doctor Doom was in 2, but I think 1 it was. I know Doctor Doom was in Secret Wars 2.
I know Doctor Doom was Secret Wars 2, but I know there was a rumor that they were doing Secret Wars. And so if they do Secret Wars, obviously the big villain's going to be Doctor Doom. There's so many angles they can go in. So my vision...
Secret Wars...
Huh?
I was going to say, Secret Wars would be super exciting.
Secret Wars would be insane.
That, he was already a big popular character, but I feel like that really solidified the fate of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget we also have Adam Warlock waiting in the wings right now.
Adam Warlock could be the other... Adam Warlock, I think, could be the other way they transition mutant to...
Well, I mean, they sort of had it so like it was the Sovereign that made Adam Warlock in this one. Like in the MCU.
But Adam Warlock still has the power to do that in merge universes.
Yeah.
Well, like that is unless like they go a different route with him in the MCU.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Yeah, but
I think you make Adam Warlock to have Adam Warlock.
Yeah. But then we also have the Sentinel. I think it's a Sentinel, which is like the I think I'm thinking of the Sentinel.
Nimrod.
I don't know. But also one of the characters I am most excited for in this. It's not this phase, but I think it's the next phase. Is I'm super excited for Blade. Blade is honestly that is such perfect cat. I remember watching the D23 thing.
Yeah.
I screamed when I saw that. I'm like,
yeah,
that is the most perfect casting of like out of most of these characters. Like that is such perfect cast. Blade is honestly my most anticipated film coming up over the next few years. I am so excited for Blade because that also brings in vampires. That brings in Dracula, so we get to
could bring in Morbius.
Yes,
whatever's going on with that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck happened there. All right.
How do you guys feel about Morbius, by the way? Are you guys interested in it at all, or?
I am. I
know you are because you like Jared Leto too.
The only thing that grasps my interest about that movie is the fact that for some reason it's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's my biggest. What's going on?
All right.
Yeah, don't forget they brought in Vulture at the end of that trailer.
Yes,
that too.
I was like, what the hell was that?
All right, so who are the faces of the franchise for the next bunch of years?
I mean, like new characters. I'm guessing you're meaning, right? Because I mean, Spider-Man's the head, the face.
Be around. I expect Captain Marvel will be around. I would be very, 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 very surprised if this is the last Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
Oh no! I mean, Sony said they were on board to keep doing it. Like they're on board to make a new deal.
I will say.
I mean, he's the face of the franchise right now.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Tom Holland. He's like universally loved as Spider-Man. I mean, he's the perfect combination. He's the perfect Peter Parker, and he's the perfect Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised if this.
He's gonna stick around, but like for new faces, it's got to be Reed. It's got to be the FF.
I mean, we gotta see what they're doing with Eternals too.
I know.
We have an entire superhero team coming in that we haven't even.
I mean, they're not really superheroes though.
They're more gods.
They're gods.
They are. They're bigger than gods.
We are getting Kit Harington as Black Knight.
Not confirmed.
That's
but
not for sure.
I thought it was.
Oh wait, yeah, that's correct.
Was it confirmed?
Yeah.
Kit Harington is Black Knight.
I'm most excited about Camille Nanjiani's character. I forget who he's playing.
God.
Oh yeah. All right.
So excited about that.
Realistically, in my vision, no pun intended. Fantastic Four.
Yeah, no, he's official. I'm also getting Richard Madden in there.
When we have Avengers type crossovers, I don't think you're gonna see like the Colossus and the Nightwing, Nightcrawler and Iceman, but I think you could very easily see Cyclops join the Avengers. You could see Wolverine join the Avengers. Done it a bunch of times.
Jane Foster is gonna be a thing.
What's up?
Don't forget we have Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman. And I also don't think Chris Hemsworth's going anywhere.
No,
I really hope not.
I mean, like especially after Ragnarok, like the rebranding.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, like
and I think this is potentially the most important one is Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther.
Oh God,
yeah.
No, he's staying.
I think.
I hope he does.
Now that Captain America's gone, I think Black Panther takes over the Captain America role.
I disagree.
Well,
I think
no, we already have Falcon taking over.
Yes, I get that, but
you mean like that figurehead type thing?
Yes.
Okay. I can see it, but I don't know if it would work.
Yeah, I don't know how long we get Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther because they've a few people, and I can't quote you who said what and what specifically, but like there's multiple Black Panthers, and they don't seem too afraid to like, say they give it to Shuri. Like it might happen.
I do know that he hates the Wakanda Forever thing. He hates it now.
Can't blame him.
No.
Yeah, it's like Brendan Urie. I write sins. Do you blame him?
Yeah.
Or Steven Tyler, Dream On.
Oh crap! What was the other thing? Oh, I was gonna say something super important, but
Robert Plant hating Stairway.
There you go.
And a guy, old time rock and roll, Bob Seger hates that song. He refuses. He refuses to play it at his concerts.
Okay.